I got this. I didn't see. So I used to be in it. Lee? We had a good time over there. Yeah, I heard about Kurt. I saw it on Facebook. Anyway, I haven't got to see Alex personally yet. Uh, yeah. Well, I lost my dad about 4 years ago, and it's still fresh in my mind. So I can only imagine how Alex feels.
Yeah. Neelan, ladies and gentlemen, from Talk Watch Studios, in here with us tonight.
Well, opened up the show this
Oh,
evening,
you
and
are. Oh, man, I missed the
and
first act, and that was you.
but,
Shit.
my daughter thinks it's going to be on later on to play, and if they have a rally at the end, then I'll probably get in on that one.
T Blue's going to end up I had him on the show the other night. He's excited, man.
Yeah, I know
He
T Blue.
fell and hurt his wrist.
Yeah.
So he couldn't play music on my show the other night, but he's like, look, Ozonious, I'll make sure I'm ready to go for the weekend. So
Yeah.
I think he wraps up the show around 11 o'clock.
It should be something about like that. Yeah, I haven't seen T since downtown.
Right?
Yeah,
It was good to see him. I haven't seen him in a long time either, man. He remembered me, but just barely. You know how many people you meet in this business.
Hey, all the time if you're busy. Yeah.
T, I'm talking to him, and he's finally like, all right, all right. I know it took him a minute to register, because you see him once, you've seen him 100 times. So he's that good, you know what I mean? He's great at
Yeah.
it.
Well, he's one of those kind of people that if you talk to him for 10 minutes, you kind of feel like you've known him for a long time.
That's true.
He's easy and very amiable with it.
So how's your daughter been?
My daughter's been actually pretty good. She's been to 2 American Idols and The Voice and America's Got Talent and all over St. Pete and Davis Islands. And me, I'm just hiding in the shadows at Rick's on the River. Oh, yeah.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, the 20th,
Yeah,
I'll be
we got
there
the
again.
Ozonious show here in Stingray Studios.
Stingray
Finally.
Studios.
Zach, has done just an amazing job with this place. Getting
I like it.
up, everybody rolling, and the room's done, and just everything's going really smooth, man. He's worked very, very hard on this place, and it shows.
And it shows, yes, it does.
You walk in, there's a room full of talent, and it's like, I'm home. You know what I mean?
Well, while I was
Every
looking,
time I walk in here, it's like, thank God for all these people, because this is what I do. This is what he does. This is what you do.
Yeah.
This is what those people do, and to have a really cool facility like this to do it in, where there's no friction. Everyone's just an artist. Everyone's just happy
Yeah.
to be here.
It's going to provide a very great service for Tampa, I think.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Put all that back on the map. But, and I didn't live down here in the 90s. I lived in Los Angeles in the 90s, but this was a really big music spot, was Tampa in the 90s. I mean, there was a couple places to go. Of course, LA was always one of them. New York City was always one of them. Houston was pretty big, but as far as the metal scene and as far as the dance pop scene, man, Tampa was on the map. And then it went to Seattle and, a little bit more of that West Coast stuff, when grunge took off and all that.
I've only been here in Tampa maybe 4 or 5 years at the top. So I was in Panama City since '95.
Okay, right.
So thanks
I've only
grew
been
up
in
there.
Tampa 5 years, too, about 5.5 years.
Well, I just started playing out again. My daughter kind of nudged me that way. you know. And so I'm enjoying back in the saddle again. Yeah, it's
That's
fun.
great. There's just nothing like playing live,
I know it.
getting out
Yeah.
doing your thing, and especially as talented as your daughter is, to tell and to get on you and say, hey man, you got to get back out there. You're the one that taught me, Now I'm doing my thing. You need to get back out there and do your thing. I always enjoyed, the couple times at Talklight Studios when your daughter played. I was like,
Mhm.
wow, what a voice, man. She'll surprise you.
Yes,
When
she
you see
will.
her, you know, you kind of know she's going to be good, and then she's like, wow, and belts out that big voice, and you go, whoa, I did not see that coming. You know?
Well, it's just like with me. People wonder how, with the way I talk, I can hold a tune in a bucket,
Yeah, right,
but
right.
hey, somehow it happens good. You
Man, I
know.
have a lot of good memories of being in Talklight Studios and you firing up the guitar in the back of my show, and
Yeah.
noodling around with music and interviewing and yeah,
We
good
had a
stuff.
lot of good people in Talkwater when he first built it, and the grand opening there was good too.
Yeah, it
You
was.
know, wiring that place up was a little bit of a mind bender for me, but after we had a 34-hour run to get it finished, and that was rough because nobody could help me because I couldn't line anybody out because it's too confusing for me to try to. Well, how can you allocate duties like that? We got
Yeah,
160 wires. We got our one here, boys and girls.
yeah. Man, that was a cool little facility too.
Yeah, it
You know what I
was.
mean? I really hated to see that place go. The few times my band rehearsed in the little rehearsal space, and
Yeah,
just upstairs, how he built the upstairs, and just
yeah.
all the things that came with that place, where it was located. You know what I mean? You could get a little loud, and no
No
one
one,
cared.
no one was there after hours, so
We
it was all good.
we were in Clearwater Studio when it first took off. We shot out of the Clearwater Studio for probably a year and a half, and man, it was like you were walking on eggshells all the time because it was an office building.
There you go.
So
Yeah,
it was technically after hours. I did my show. I did 11 to 1 in the morning at that time. I did a 2 hour live show, and I mean, I got a band that's playing in a space half this size.
yeah.
I got the band in the corner. I got my desk over here. Nolan's over here, and it's just like it's so tight and compact, But we still had plenty of bands, singer songwriters in there. Man, I got a lot of fond memories of that first studio. And that was really when it was taking off, and really when podcasting and live streaming was just getting started. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot of people in Tampa doing it, and Nolan was definitely one of the pioneers to bring it out, get it as big, and
Well, he had a 7-man seat. Is what I went for him in there.
yeah,
And that worked out very well.
it did, man.
Everything was preset. All you had to do was just turn everything on, and you didn't have to adjust anything. Just be yourself and pick everybody. It was really good.
Yeah, and that studio is Crazy Duck and I. Do you remember Crazy Duck?
I still got his card in my pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's when we first started doing went from the Ozonious show to doing that KO Rock show. And you know what? That was fun, man. I'm not really sure what happened with his whole, that show that didn't go down. And everyone got all pissed off at him. But, the guy was really good at what he did. I don't know where he's at anymore. I think he lived in Nashville or something.
I've just been hearing bits and pieces last year, so about all of you guys just every once in a while I hear about this person or that person or Alex or whoever. And it's like, well, at least I haven't heard any negative reports.
No,
He's just
right.
plugging along.
Everybody's still good, man. I talked to Nolan just a couple days ago, about a week ago, and he's in the production business. He's just not shooting shows anymore. He's doing it more on a shoot commercials for business, production, behind the scenes. But a lot of good times when I had Adam Baum, my co-host, me and Adam Baum and Nolan, and the talent we had for the night, and we're just locked in this little studio from 11 to 1 in the morning on a Wednesday night, and it was all live, and everyone was just happy to be there. And, there's people lying down the hall looking through the glass at us, and it was nice, man. We had a really, really good time. A lot of good shows that, like, I don't know if you remember, JC Viper was doing that Hellraiser's Ball. He was doing live acts. I was doing live acts. Adam Bomb, before he came to me, was doing live acts. And then,
Cannabis.
yeah, oh, man, I would love to see Captain Cannabis again. He is, man, he's a smart dude.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting and talking to that guy's a treat. You know, just sitting there BSing. Rocket Man, who's here.
Rocket Man's here.
Yeah, his shows, about half of them were live. And, you know, eventually we got him out into the venues. So we were jumping from like the River's Edge and then the Silver Dollar Saloon. And we jumped over 662 in St. Pete. And then we jumped up to, we even did a few at the Freaky Tiki Bar over in Clearwater.
I've heard of that place. I've been there.
Yeah. Yeah, we threw a lot of good shows, man. And then Crazy Duck left for a while, and we kind of took a little break. And he went on tour with Juice Newton. He was doing security for Juice Newton. And he was gone for about 2 months. And he calls me from Alabama, and he's like, hey, man, I'm putting together a new show on public access. TCBN, Tampa Bay Community Network. So I was like, all right, let's do this, right? So me, him, and a guy named Colonel, and I don't think you ever met Colonel. Great guy, older dude, I should say old dude, so older dude than us, and he brought that kind of. He was a singer back in the day. He did really well in Nashville for a while, and Duck was the host, and me and Colonel were co-hosts at the time, and then we got all kinds of really good acts in there, and it was on a professional sound stage, and you know the big remote cameras and monitors and $100,000 sound system, and man, it was great. We shot 12 shows together every Saturday morning. And the season was 12 shows, and we shot the first season, and I wanted to get back to this. So
he was setting back up in the green room.
I kind of left the show to come back to Nolan's, and those two butted heads. They did another season without me, and then they kind of butted heads and went on their own way. And then Duck came over to work with Zach. I don't know what happened to the Colonel. He drove buses for a lot of different bands, so I think he went back on the road. And we worked out at Nolan's studio until it shut down. And I took a little time off, and Zach called and said, "Hey man, I'd really love you to do your show here." So I shot my first show here on last Thursday night. Producer Malik and Daryl Debo. And we had T-Bone on and Antonio Milton, really good comic. He's out there right now. So.
I met Antonio, yeah.
Oh, yeah, great guy. Funnier than hell, too.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything on me yet, so I'm still.
He does that Southern preacher thing, man. It's freaking hilarious. So, you got any shows coming up? Or
I've got the Bricks on the River the 20th.
Bricks on the River.
After that, I'm just holding off simply because of some transportation issues that I'm working out.
Sure, understand.
But Rick's is, hey, come out and see us.
Absolutely. Bricks on the River. Google it if you don't know where it is.
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday night?
Yeah, Wednesday night. And this is going to be a duo night. I've got a drummer that's going to back me up named Reno. And we're just going to do, I put together a show called Blast from the Past. All 60s and 70s mostly. And originals, of course, when we feel like it.
Right.
And anything from 60s and 70s, yes, we're going to do it.
Nice.
So it's going to be fun.
Good. Bricks on the River, where is that?
It's right off of Oregon Street, actually, off Rome Drive. You go down Columbus and find Rome right across the river. It's only 2 blocks away.
Right. So yeah. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, Rick's on the River this Wednesday. Of
Thursday
course,
night they have an open jam with Dale, and that's a kick-ass jam, man. All kinds of players show up there, and I get to handpick who I want to have a victim at any given night.
Right.
So it's fun.
Nice. So, anything you want to shout out, man?
Hey, just show on up. Back Zachariah for a minute, and my daughter Ben, she'll be up playing later. And we're just gonna kick it here until 11, 12 o'clock. Where's the hot dogs?
Hot dogs are out back in the courtyard, my brother. All right, it is the Ozonious show. Love this guy. So happy I ran into him. He's a dear friend of mine from the old days, and hopefully the new days now. We're going to make some new memories over here, and hopefully we'll get him back on stage before the night's over. I know his lovely daughter's going to come up, and she's absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to get her in an interview chair. And just big fun. Stingray Studios, it's all being streamed, and we'll see you back with another interview in just a few minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you much for watching.
Yes, sir. And it's moving way better than it was.
You guys are the only ones doing it?
Yeah.
That's great. Love it.
Chill, man.
You want chill?
Chill.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, Stingray Studios right here in Tampa Bay, Florida. It is the big kickoff. It is the all-day jam. We are sitting through as we speak. The kickoff for the studio, bringing all the musicians into one big room. And this is the result right here, man. You play a mean horn, by the way, right?
Trumpet. Yeah, trumpet.
Right. Horn. I just caught the last bit of your set. I was doing some interviews, and I heard the trumpet coming through the air, and I was finishing up with a Neil and an old guitar slinger we love dearly. And we got off, and I was like, man, I gotta go see that. So is the rest of the band coming in, or?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Friends.
Joseph and friends. You guys have shows coming up, or just writing new music?
Yes, we have a lot of show coming up actually. By the way, this is my friend Samuel. He's my keyboard player. We're actually getting ready right now to hit the stage pretty hard. We do everything from gospel to jazz to blues, R&B, neo soul, you name it. We do a lot of cover music like Robin Thicke. We do a lot of CeeLo Green as well. But definitely, we're definitely gonna have a very soon. We actually have the actual church here. Who's gonna? Every Sunday we try to do a different church every Sunday, so that's what we do now. Well, on Saturday we play different restaurants, and but we basically getting booked really a lot right now.
Yeah. With the type of music you guys play,
Mhm.
you be more like in the festival scene.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I see you guys there.
It's more like because the music that we have is very different. We try to do something that's a lot out of the norm. We don't want to have the crowd generating any type of harsh feelings toward us about they're doing the same stuff over and over, or what are they doing that's so different than the next band. So we really try to incorporate that real music that people can jam to. It can hit all types of generations, not just the young or the most hip and most popular, but also we can take it back to the old school and put a twist on it that make everyone incorporate into the mix. It's a really good mix together.
It is a great mix together. So, is there actual vocals, or are you the lead instrument? Because I didn't get to see that.
Actually, if you want to call the trumpet a vocal, that was actually the vocal the entire piece. It was we had to add just a little bit of a little jazz zest in there, of course, mixed with neo soul, but that horn was the voice of it all. Oh yeah, very smooth.
Nice. Very nice. Again, I apologize. I only got to see the end of it, and then he's like, "No, they're done."
So you should have came in earlier so you can and I was expecting another piece that exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's to make sure everyone gets on the stage.
Exactly.
Gets ample time.
Show some love.
Yeah, exactly. But great. Is there a way to find you on Facebook? Is there a band Facebook page? You want to get it out?
Pretty much, yes. Right now we have Twitter and Facebook, but my website that will actually direct you to every social media will be www. My name, which is Caleb Joseph, CalebJoseph.net. Okay, it's a network. So again, it's www.calebjoseph.net. Okay.
And the second website you can check out is under my name, Samuel Lovely. That's www.smoothkeys.com. Please check it out.
And that's how you get a hold of them, and that's how you go and you show some love after shows, man, because they're going to be out there with a very, very good band. Unfortunately, it didn't stream in there, but this will be a rebroadcast sometime, and check this out. This is really, really good stuff. I think the next band coming up is Shattered from Where are they from? Anyway, up north of Tampa, and we'll be back to interview those guys as well. Listen, gentlemen, thank you so
Oh,
much.
definitely, Caleb Joseph.
CalebJoseph.net is how you get a hold of him, and check him out.
You can book me there too if you want to.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's also how you book them. Thank you very much for coming on. All right. We'll be right back. We're going to do Shattered out in the main studio. We are at Tampa. I am Ozonious. Of course, I will see you in just a few more minutes with some really good interviewing with Shattered. They're going to. Brothers, thank you, man.
Got that one. I got that one. And that one, so many. You didn't get the show, did you? Nah, man. They must out for 30 minutes. Yeah, $5. They have no car.
Ready, man. Like we got a 106 and Park vibe going on a little bit.
Right.
BET style.
What's the name of these guys playing now?
Have no idea. Have no idea. It's ready.
Rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Here we go. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Stingray Studios right here in Tampa Bay, Florida. It is the kickoff weekend. My man Debo Darrell, the producer.
How you doing? How you
with me
doing?
tonight. How's it going so far, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man. We're doing a lot of big things, man. You gotta crawl before you walk. Especially in this business, I learned a lot about that. We're crawling right now, man, and happy to be crawling because I don't want to run into a wall or anything like that. And we're taking a lot of falls, but we're getting back up just like a baby do, man. And trying to get steady on our feet.
You know, I was in here with the last band, and great guys, and I was telling them what it took to get this place up and running. You know what Zach has gone through, the trials and the tribs and
Right.
the money and the dudes he thought he could trust, and now
Right.
you know, but you always find that stuff out the hard way. You know what I mean? You know, your mother tells you you're going to burn your hand, and it doesn't hit until you burn that hand.
Yep.
Oh man,
Exactly.
I don't ever want to do that again. Eventually, you do it again. You try to cook again, but
Right.
you know, at some point, all that gets out of the way, you know, and you get a nice meal at the end of the day.
Right.
I think we're finally getting all that out of the way,
Yep.
and we're finally getting to where we need to be.
Exactly, man. I agree with you. I can't agree with you anymore, man. It's like this. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, man. So it's a tough thing to do. You have to be dedicated. You have to really want it. What we're doing right now, nobody's giving it to us. We're making it happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So as long as we put that, yeah, that's where the respect. I respect you because I see you grinding. You respect me because you see me grinding. It's all about the passion that we have for this, man. The money gonna come.
The money will come. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. There is no money right now.
No money.
It is through the love of this man and the love of me that we are sitting here doing this for you today. And once it comes, we're all going to lather in it together. But trust me, it's not here yet. This is just passion. This is just a talented man and me sitting in the same room,
right,
trying to entertain you. There's some great people in the other room. The music's happening. All the talents slowly filling into one big happy building, man.
Right.
It's a beautiful thing to watch. When something makes you get in the shower and get dressed and come here.
Yep.
And it certainly does me too. And it really separates the men and women from the boys and girls.
Right.
Because there's a lot of excuses and a lot of reasons not to be here. There's only a couple good reasons to be here. and when you're here, you live those couple of good reasons, man.
Right.
And it is. It's a blessed thing, trust me.
2 times blessed, man. And Ozonious, did you tell the world about your show? I mean, do they know about the plans that we have? Because I know you got some pretty good plans, man.
I love loving my show. You know what I mean?
I like
I'm not the best. I'm not the prettiest. I'm not the most wealthy. I'm certainly not the most handsome. But when I get in front of this and I do what I do, man, it show is basically we promote local talent. I do a Reverb Nation segment, so everyone in the world that's ever wrote a song and put it on Reverb Nation, I can get to. That's
Right.
beautiful. 10 years ago, that was a dream.
Right.
Now I can go to Sacramento, California. I can pick out a band and I can have them on my show in Tampa Bay, Florida.
Right.
I can do the same with Hiroshima, Japan. I can do the same with Bonn, Germany. A lot of these guys that I've had on in the past, I've never met. I've never shook hands. I don't know what they look like. All I know is their Facebook and their Reverb Nation. And I bring those in right outside with my live entertainment. I almost always have live entertainment on the show. So usually a comic or an actor, and usually live music as far as a singer-songwriter, a full band, a rapper, a producer, somebody in that field. And that's pretty much what the Ozonious show's been for 4 years, man.
Right.
And
Right.
every time I come in to do it, I'm a happy, happy guy. Even though how to do it a little better.
Right.
And then we figured out how to do it a little less expensive.
Right.
And then we figured out, that if we do this and this, wow, it makes it that much better. And then we got into a little bit bigger space. So instead of having just singer-songwriters, I could pull in a band.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And the next thing I know, I got 6 dudes playing music in a room half the size. And we're
Damn.
still hugging each other. There's just more
big.
people to hug.
That's what's up, though, man.
And
It's progression.
just, a couple mics.
Mm.
And then we started making a few bucks at it.
Right.
We were like, wow, not only do we get to do this,
Get
but
paid.
now it's, you're getting a little pizza money.
Yeah.
Or a little gas money. And now they're throwing in, a couple beers and some chicken wings.
Right.
And you're still making $20.
Yeah.
Like, woohoo, I knew I was never going to get rich at doing it, but that's okay because I enjoy it so much. And then it got really broad to where we were bouncing literally around the clubs in Tampa. And I met a lot of great people, and I met a lot of great musicians, and I met a lot of bar owners, and a lot of people that just dig what you're doing. You know what I mean? A lot of people are curious. When they see the goofy hat and the microphone, and in my face, they go, come over, let me show you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we started getting a little following, man, that were, you know, we'd show up and there would be 18 or 20 people just there to watch us do it.
That's
You
good,
know?
man.
And now we're on a sound stage, you know, with $100,000 worth of gear.
Whoa.
Wow, you know, maybe we can do this on a big time level. Our show, Colonel, if you're watching, we love you, brother. Anyway, he drives a tour bus for a lot of different bands.
Yeah.
And we're back here. I get a call from Zach. Hey, Ozonious. I met Zach when I was doing it on a bigger level. And my host, my co-host on the show was Zach's good buddy. That's how I got to meet Zach. So he says, "Hey, man, we're doing this thing. I'm building this studio." So I walked in here about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ooh, man, you got a lot of work ahead of you."
Right.